everyone, what is up? I am so glad that you guys are all here for today's video. I hope you guys been having a great week because it's been a very interesting week so far for me, but you know what? Today's video is going to be great. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Teaya Joy. Welcome. And to those who are already a part of the fam, yo, what is up? I see you. Welcome. I'm so glad that you guys are here. So just a little bit about my channel for those who are new. I talk about dance movie reviews. I talk about my top 5, top 10 favorite movie scenes or my top favorite videos. And then I do the beautiful eyeshadow tutorial looks for my videos. I may do one on this one. It's kind of like a basic, but it's okay. And so, but the big thing that I definitely want to do is honor people. I think it's very, very important, especially in the dance community. I just feel like there needs to be a little bit more honor as far as dancers and choreographers, because they do a lot. If you stop and think about it, look at a lot of videos, movies, or performances, dance is a huge thing. And I just want to give honor to those who definitely put in their hard work, because they just need a little bit more credit. And if you know what I mean, say hallelujah. But anyway, but if you have not seen last week's video, I talked about Lindy Hop. So here's a clip, check it out. Really got me was the fourth one, and the way he was swinging her, how he was grabbing, like putting her on her and throwing her off, and oh my gosh, they were just going crazy. It was just like so insane. And then next thing you know, like she kicks him in the butt, and then he takes her and does a flip, and he does a flip over, she does a flip, and then he does a flip over her, and it just seems like but one thing I definitely could tell, like in this Lindy Hop dance, you really have to trust your partner. So if you want to see more of that, I will have the link above so you can check a little bit more out on Lindy Hop, just for those who do not know about it. If you've seen Malcolm X, which is like one of the famous movies, especially with Denzel Washington, you've seen a scene when they did the Lindy Hop, and I definitely talk about that. That was Lindy Hop, y'all. Just to let you know. So just a little education for you and for me, so we can all grow together as a community. Look at me busting some rhymes. I just don't with it. Now today I am going to talk about African dances, and so before I can get into this, I would love for you to subscribe and become part of the fam, and also hit that bell as well, so that way you can be in the know when I upload a new video. It's going to be a little bit different. So I just wanted to highlight 10 of some vocabulary dance moves that I actually do a lot, because sometimes when you're dancing, you're like, okay, you're doing the move and you have no idea like what it's called or where it comes from. And I just feel like it's just super important that we take the time to look and see what are the dances, where did it come from, and what is the name of it, okay? And so I'm just gonna give you 10 of my favorite moves that I've been doing this whole time, that I actually can put a vocabulary word on it and say, yo, that's what I've been doing this whole time. I've been doing the quanta. I didn't even know. So I'm just gonna go into 10 of them. So the first one is the azonto. So when you sit there and you put your foot in place and you move your feet back and forth, and you're playing and you do different moves, that's the azonta, and I didn't even know that. So this move comes from Ghana, and there's a guy named I can't even say it. Zarkadi. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, but he's a Guahinean rapper, and so evidently he invented this azonto dance move. And so if you want to know a little bit more about it, you can check that out. And there's also a song called a-zafricandancemoves, and it's really, really cool. But it's a cool dance move. I didn't know that's what I was been doing the whole time when I do beer freestyles every once in a while. Because sometimes I like to switch it up and do some cultural dances as well. And I just mimic what I see, and sometimes you just don't know what it is. But it's called a-zafricandancemoves. So there's the first one. The second one is the atigi, and this is from Nigeria, and this is by the Akwa Ibom people. They pretty much invented this dance move. And so the atiti is pretty much just standing in place and you just moving your feet back and forth, swinging arms. You can go backwards, you can go forward. So it's a really cool move. So it's like, okay, I see us. We sit here and lifting up in these streets. The third one is the gueta. And so I really love that when you go from side to side, like I just love doing that. That's like, or you can do your arms. Like, this is like a cool move to do in when you do your freestyle, especially when you try to groove. And to be honest, you don't even have to do it in African dance. Like, it doesn't have to be with an African song. It can be with any song. So sometimes it's just a groovy move. So that's the gueta. So it's like, okay, let's see it. The fourth one is Maplori, and it's by Cote d'Ivoire. Now, I didn't even know, and this is like with the shoulder moves, and it's just, you know, going back and forth, the arm swinging back and forth. So that's a really cool move, and I didn't even know that it was called that. I think I learned this from the group, and and if you see the video that I'm showing, like, this is where I got that name from. So it's like, oh, okay, I didn't even know that, you know, that's what it's called, but boom. We have the jazzy, and it's a Gabon, a Gabon type dance culture, and so you pretty much just put feet going behind you, and you're just almost like, it almost feels like kind of like a jazz move in a way, kind of like a step ball change type thing, but it's still a cool move that you can do, and you can pretty much mix up. And that's the thing that I love about these dance vocabulary. You can always mix it up to something different and then go right back into the original and remix it to your liking based off of how you feel when it comes to music. All right, so the fifth one is the network. And so this is like tap, tap, side and side, shoulder moves. It's almost like a shuffle in a way. And I didn't know that's what it is, because I remember when I was doing mixed fit, we would do that. We would do arm swinging around, and arm swinging around. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see in my arms, but that's what I was doing. And as you put a word to it, it's actually called the network. So that was really cool. The seventh is a shaku. And so with this one, this is like that move when you going from side to side and your feet is like twisting. So it's like your feet is going here, then here, then here, then here, and you like going from side like that. Like, I didn't even know that's called the shaku. So it's like, okay, y'all, we learning and growing up in these streets. Like, and that one is from Nigeria. So that's a really cool dance move, and I love doing that too. But it's like you better. And I'm going to probably show all these moves at the end, just to let you know. So if you want to see in full detail what they are, stay to the end and I will show you what they are. And yo, correct me if I'm wrong, please, because I'm learning and growing just like everybody else. We all learning together. Okay, so be nice. Okay, be nice. All right. And so my eighth one is the zanku, and this is from Nigeria, and this one is the shimmy from side to side, but your hands is like crossed in a way like this. Sorry, let me show you. Okay, so your hand is like y'all forgive me. So your hand is like crossed like, yo, if these kids keep running around, I am not shocked if they hurt and fall on themselves. Like, don't be running on these stairs. You can hurt yourself. What is wrong with you? And y'all stop running. Y'all can hurt yourselves. And I ain't gonna feel bad if you fall. And it's on concrete. Anyway, so your hands is crossed like this. And so what you're doing is you're shimmying from the side to side, and your feet is stepping in. And so this is the shimmy. So this is really, really cool move. And this is definitely a traditional dance, which is really, really dope. So that's called the zanku. And the last one, is this right? I'm on the 10th one, and this one, oh no. That was the 8th one. Yeah, the 8th one. So the 9th one is the guada guada. And so, yo, this is like the new dance, new dance, and this is from South Africa. And so this is when your knee comes in and your arm, so your arm is, let me see, okay, so your arm is coming in this way and your knee is doing the same thing. So it's like you're standing in place, and I really like this move. It's really fun. At first it took me a minute. I was like, wait a minute, how you do this again? Like, is this correct? You know, because you just want to get it correct so you don't look weird when you're doing it. But it's a really fun move, and it's called the guada guada, and I really love this one. And this is a lot of fun. This is like the new style type African dance vocabulary, and it's fun, so you cannot go wrong with that. And the last one, okay, when I thought this one out, this almost literally killed me. Not really, but it was just so funny. I was like, did they for real make a move off of this and gave it a name? It is so interesting because it's so random, but it's funny. It's so, not to disrespect the culture and who came up with it, I'm just saying it's just a very interesting name, and it's an interesting style because it's not really a style, it's just a move, and it's like so random. I think I'm gonna start adding this randomly into my dance freestyle just a little bit more often, so then when it happens, people are like, what just happened? It's like, you don't know about the it was like the Mawede or the Dibala dance. Y'all don't know anything about that? It's so, because this also came from South Africa. So the Wede is in the, if I'm saying that correct, Mawede. So this is, I believe this one is when you just randomly and then come back to life. I think that's the random one. And then the Dibala, that dance, you just fall out. Just random, just, and then you come back. But literally you fall on the floor. That's literally what it is, and you come back up. So when I saw that, I was like, yo, I like this. This is so much fun. So if y'all randomly go to a party and then you just, and then come back, people be like, did she just fall asleep? You know what kind of remind me? You know, I think it's not Mr. Deeds. Is it Mr. Deeds or Mr. Beans? That's what it is. I don't know if you've seen, there's this movie called Rat Race. And so what happened is the guy, he's been there. Okay, so if you don't know what Rat Race is basically it's a movie. It has like Whoopi Goldberg and some, and there's also some amazing other stars in there. I just know much about Whoopi Goldberg. She's the homie. And also, but in this movie, they're all racing to a station to win some money. And so if they go to the place and and they all have a key and they have to go across country to get to this place to get, you know, paid. And so when the guy who plays Mr. Beans, I put his name below, and he gets to the mailbox where he's about to put the key in, and the next thing you know, he falls asleep. And not just only that, that's not the first time. I think the first one, he was in the train station and he did the same thing. He was just running, and then next thing he just falls asleep, and everybody's like, okay. It's just so funny. But anyway, but just seeing this dance style, it kind of reminded me of it. But anyway, but yeah, that's all of them. I probably do some honorable mentions. We got the Vosho. We have the Edie, and that's from Kenya. We got the Wakanda. When I saw the Wakanda, I'm like, oh, that's a new one? Like we better to do Wakanda dance. Like, let's go. So those are just some honorable mentions of some other African styles. One thing I just love, I really love African dance. I remember when I was in college, I went to American College Dance Festival, sorry. It was American College Dance Festival, and we would go every single year, and I would always want to take an African class, like every single time. And I didn't take an African class like what it is today, where you have somebody playing some music and then you just learn different dance moves on a radio, or a stereo, or your iPod or your phone or whatever. But I went to actual like traditional dance classes where you have the live music, like you got people doing some shouting, you have the people on the instruments and they're playing, you have the instructors and their assistants in African clothing, and we would go across the floor doing some beautiful African dances. Yo, like there's something about doing African dances that just really, oh my gosh, it's the most beautifulest thing. And I think the most, when I don't know, I just love it so much. It's such a beautiful dance, a beautiful style, and to see so many cultures come together. I think the biggest culture that I've seen come together to do that was when I went to America Dance Festival in North Carolina, because they have like some African association over there, and it's really, really big. And I remember taking class from this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady. I will never forget, and I love her so much. Her name is Michelle Gibson, and oh my gosh, she is the most amazing African dance teacher I've ever taken in my entire life. But she cracks me up. She'd be so funny. She'd be like doing the dance. She'd be like, oh my gosh, my back hurts, my hips hurts and stuff like that, just randomly. But then when she gets out on that floor and that music plays, like she like and then she be like, oh my gosh, yo, I would be alive. Like, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is not what I need. And I'm not saying that because I'm African American. It's just there's something about the culture, y'all. If you learn it, it's amazing. So you just, oh my gosh, if you have not yet, definitely take some time, go take an African class, like a traditional African class. There's something about live music and so many amazing people playing instruments from all walks of African culture, like even some people from Jamaica, like there's just like, oh my gosh, from Jamaica, from Cuba, like I remember when I was at ADF in North Carolina, like there was like a big huge master class, because you could take the classes like regularly for the summer intensive, because it was a summer intensive. But there was one where there was a master class where you can actually take it and everyone's invited. It was like a night class, and I gotta say, there was like 15 people on instruments, and we had this big huge room, and we were dancing across the floor, and we were doing dance like African. Oh my gosh, it is the most beautiful thing and amazing thing ever. So if you ever get a chance, definitely go do so. Like, I wish I had a video, but I really don't. And I wish I had pictures, but I don't, because at the time, you know, cameras, the digital stuff. But anyway, oh my gosh, it was such a beautiful, beautiful dance class. And if you ever get a chance, I would definitely say go. I haven't taken one lately. I kind of miss it, so hopefully I can find one where I can really go back into that. But there's something about when you take it, oh my gosh, you come alive. You feel like so rooted and grounded into into your culture, and it's just such an amazing thing. But I definitely just want to honor all these different cultures of, especially in the African. Oh yeah, Guetta's from Togo. I don't think I said so, but it's just something about the culture and just learning the styles and doing it is such an amazing thing. And I know I definitely watched some other people, such as the Ghetto Kids. There's this lady called Alice Kimanzi, and the Ignatiz dancers, who was part of her music video. I loved her. And also this group called Pretty Big Movement, and they did a dance hall recently, and they just released a video, and it was beautiful to see so many dancers come together, no matter who you are, and then seeing like people from Jamaica, from Africa, and doing this dance hall. It was such a beautiful piece. So if you have not seen that, I'll definitely put the information in there so you can check them out and support them, most definitely. And all these other African dances and styles, if you know some and you have some favorite, definitely put in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button, plus that bell, so instantly you'll be notified when I upload a new content. If you have not checked out any of my other videos that I do on dance movie reviews, my top 5s and top 10s, and my beautiful eyeshadow looks, definitely go check that out as well. Thank you to all of the dancers and innovators of these dance styles and this vocabulary, and I will definitely put the links of all my research that I got these vocabulary words from in the description below, so you can go and check it out for yourself and even learn some. And I'm telling you, there are some instructional videos for you if you want to learn and pick this up and add it to your freestyle. Definitely go check it out and take your dance to another level. But thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and y'all do not forget to make not only good choices, y'all, but make some wise choices. Bye. What do you don't do? I'm not
my body go they move me. Turn me around, make me wanna dance. The goodness of the Lord they make me shout. The goodness of the Lord they make me shout. What do you don't do? My mountain of fears are coming. I want to testify, but I cannot quantify. The goodness of the Lord is of the Lord they want to shout. The goodness of the Lord they turn me around, make me wanna dance. Even when I know one dance, my body go they move me. Turn me around.